All right, market is open. Now, if we get a breakdown of previous day low, I know we haven't done this in a minute, or I haven't at least. But if you go from the, whoops, where are we at? There we are. Previous day low, or sorry, 2 day ago low, 2 day ago high. Yeah, 528.50. So if we do take a drop, let's at least aim for 528.50. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to Boro, Joyful, Letterbuck, Spicy Pepper, Tobias here on Discord. Good morning to Terry, Bud, Mel, Sanddollar, Chem, Creator, Eric, Unsodful Devil, Ryan, Maddie, Sanddollar, Misi, Daydream, Johnny on YouTube. Good morning. Thank you, Sanddollar, again. Another $4 for the Russian coffee. I appreciate you, dog. Have you been affected by the storms? Actually, I have not, which is weird for me because normally I'm the one who's affected when there's not even that big of a problem. So, no, I've actually been pretty lucky. I haven't been affected at all. I saw there was like well over 1 million people without power, so it's pretty crazy. There's even people without water. There's certain plants that were turned off and don't have power and stuff that help run people's water in certain areas. But yeah, no, I'm fine. Luckily. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, King Carnage. Good to see you, man. Does everyone understand the game plan? Does anybody need to question anything about SPY today? Again, if you have Discord access, please just check the levels channel. That's where everything is posted early on in the morning. You also have access to daily updates channel, and nothing's changed. We just still have mainly Fed speakers today. Tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, expect some more volatility, implied volatility. Most likely going to see some news moving markets, but if not, then we're just going to focus on the levels, which, I mean, that really should be your focus regardless. That's always going to be your baseline. It's just watching your levels, but it'll be good to know that we're going to probably get some movement soon. More movement soon. You just missed it. It stopped over Wednesday night. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, apparently it was pretty bad. Yeah, pretty weird. Like, the biggest, baddest one that hits our area, I'm not even touched. Even though I'm in the middle of it all. But we'll have some storm that doesn't matter, and it'll knock my power out somehow. I'm sure of it. Meta getting a nice move up to the upside. I just saw that. I see Netflix also holding. It makes comms slightly green. If you look at your weights today, we have tech. They are slightly down thanks to the open. I would personally watch this candle here. If you see that break, that means XLK is trying to break lower. This is your largest weight of SPY. If not, then it clearly is trying to hold. That goes without saying. The important level today on XLV is going to be the previous day high. If they can break above that, which they are right now, it's very bullish. This is the second largest sector of SPY. Also, if they break back under it, not a good sign. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's the important level for that chart. If you go to banks, I would say the important level is this whole area, but just holding previous day low is kind of a good sign for bulls. Break of it, of course, good for bears. Later on, we could see weakness if we need to. Discretionary, this is your Tesla, Amazon sector. Both are down today. Oh, actually, Tesla's up today. What am I talking about? Okay, cool. But they are breaking lower, so the other weights inside of this, like Nike, McDonald's, Home Depot, they must not be so red or so green. They're breaking previous day low. So previous day low, your important level for XLY. And comms, I would say your important level is previous day high, previous day close area, but also a mix of this high or low. You got a couple good areas here. So you got previous day high, pre-market high, previous day close. Oops, that one. And then you got this high or low right here. I would watch all three of these for comms. I'm just deleting it so I don't have to go back and do it later, but you can see that without drawing them. But these are the important levels that we're going to be watching today for the sector charts. So if you ever like, what's going up, what's going down, just go check these quick five. It's XLK, XLV, XLF, XLY, and XLC. So make sure to go check those out. Let's go to SPY again, because I just want to see what's going on. And we'll leave extended hours on for a little bit of time, but I want to turn it off eventually. Oh wait, real quick, let's go check some other stuff. Yeah, Tesla's killing it. Amazon's down. Okay, just for XLY's sake, I gotta look. Is Nike down? Is Home Depot down? Yes, Home Depot is down. And McDonald's. Okay, so Home Depot and Amazon are what's hurting the XLY right now. In the tech sector, you got Apple actually just kind of chilling in pre-market range. Same for Microsoft. They're looking a little bit more red than Apple, though, from where they started. Amazon just falling to the floor. Nvidia fell pretty hard right before open. Did AMD and SMCI also do that? AMD did, and SMCI did. Yeah, so we got some weak tech this morning, which was not the case yesterday. Yesterday, we just shot up like a rocket. Let's see if we can do the same thing again today, or if we're getting a different mixture. Right now, it looks like healthcare is our leading sector today. So our second largest and our third largest sector are the green ones today. Our first, fourth, and fifth are all red. So we got a weird mixture where it's like, yeah, it probably is slightly green, but we're really not going anywhere because nothing's really moving in the same direction. That's how I feel it, at least, with those five. Good job, React. Good morning, VC. Good morning, Dr. J. Good morning, E. Aloha, SF. Sandollar said Bitcoin at 70K. 41 watching. Please mash the like button. Oh, I was like, is this a call out? I won't lie to you guys, bro. Right when the stream was starting, I was looking at charts based on the daily time frame just to see like what looks good for a drop, what looks good for a jump. And Meta was one of the few that caught my eye. I actually like this for a dip if this breaks 467, so keep this on watch. A dip under the previous day low actually would give it room to make it down to the open of this day, which is at 463.37. And then there's the low, if there's any chance of it just dipping any further. So if you get market participation, this should definitely make it to 460. But 463.30 is definitely the initial target on that one. And coin, of course, probably up just due to the amazing day. Yesterday, we posted the coin inside bar. They actually opened up higher above the previous day's close, as you can see. Breaking previous day high, they made it into the 2-day go high, 3-day go high. They made it all the way into a couple weeks ago. So pretty nasty move just in one day by coin. And you can see we're kind of getting the tail end of that move today. I don't know if this is going to rally or do anything crazy today, but I would look for this to hold support somewhere, because with this massive move off of already known support, because again, I'm not going off history chart right here, but we are kind of coming off of support, both off of demand and off of old resistance turn support. But this is just kind of following the lower high trend again, but I would look to see if this is going to find support at all anywhere. If this can hold support over this high right here, that's a really good sign. So give it a little bit of room. But coin might not be done, so keep that in mind. Which is weird coming from me, so take that with a grain. But right now we're still holding on to previous day low on the SPY chart, but we're also battling under previous day open, so we're in between two very important levels right now. Of course, this is that weird mixture I was telling you all about, where tech's just kind of like down, trying to work up. You got healthcare working up mostly by itself. Banks have gone up but are also slowing down. Discretionary slowing down and under previous day low. And you have comms slowing down from the high of yesterday. And now they're just kind of chilling above the higher low. Again, we're looking at that higher low and we're looking at previous day high. And they're stuck between both of those. And remember what I said on how to use those. You know, just kind of picture like a weird little chart in your head where... Where's my trend line? Where you're just kind of, let's say you have like a timeline right here or something, like a table, right? Let's say each of these are big weights, right? So we'll put tech here because tech's down a little bit. Discretionary is down more, so we'll put them behind. And let's say this is XLC. Well, they're only down a little bit, so we'll put them here. Healthcare is killing it, but they're not really killing it, so we'll just kind of put them here. And then banks. Just barely up. And just kind of in my head, it's like, oh, okay, well, we should just be flat right now, because we have a couple that are just slightly green, a couple that are slightly red, and we have one that's doing nothing. And now, yes, I'm not looking at the other 6 sectors, but these are the main 5 I like to look at because they make up for, let's count, 30, 42, 53, 63, 73, that's it. So about 75% of the market, if you add the decimals too, about 75% of the market is just between those 5 sectors. So you've already kind of analyzed 75% of what actually makes SPY go up or down, and all you did was click on 5 different charts and just analyze. Is it breaking a previous day high? Is it breaking a previous day low? Is it breaking one of these notable levels that we like to look at all the time? But I would check that out. And that's why you guys see me go back to them so much. It's literally just to kind of keep that little chart in my head. You should do the same thing. That's about as simple as I'll be able to break that down. I don't know how else to put that. 69% to start morning. Let's get it. Good job, React, on your Amazon. He says he's liking Apple calls. Apple's breaking pre-market high. Let's rechart Apple because we don't have levels ready. We'll start back here. Again, we are grabbing emerging candles. Just grabbing the meat high. I would literally love any one of you to find someone else on the internet who does this. But emerging candles are definitely a pretty unique idea in here. Pre-market high, pre-market low, previous day levels, like these are all known levels everyone knows about and knows and loves, but we're really one of the few communities who have really utilized them in the last 5-6 years, and we are definitely the only community to utilize emerging candles. I don't even know if that's really what we should be calling them. That's just what I've called them for the longest time, but these are insanely good levels. I love price history, and that's really what we're getting. See, everyone uses like pre-market high, pre-market low because they look at them as notable levels that are from recent, right? That's not why we mark them. We mark them because they are recent levels of history, right? What are we grabbing by grabbing this? What are these levels? If I'm using the previous day and pre-market levels for short-term history, what would these levels be looked at as? Does anybody know? Feel free to answer in Discord as well. I'm looking at everybody. Garden Trader got it. She said long-term history. Exactly. D-Touch also said higher time frame price history, but I was looking for long-term history because we got short-term history, now we got long-term history. Now we got two things mixed together, right? So what is our system based on? Price history, right? That's it. Pretty simple. So auto zoom. I don't know why I zoomed out so far. Didn't probably have to go that far back. And you can see we got a really awkward mix of area right here. Let's go ahead and get our fib tool. Go from this emerging candle to this emerging candle. Get our price level tool again. And we're going to go to that 50% line. It says 191.78. We're about a cent off, but we'll fix it. And then remove drawing. Now we don't need that. And technically, you could draw another one from here to here and here to here and then get another halfway here and here, but I'm going to leave it there. Because I know that Apple's short-term price history fixes the rest of this for me. I gotta look back at this. What is the supply of this? It'd be about right here. What did that look like over on the right? This is just back testing. You wouldn't leave that here. I just gotta see. Oh my god. Yeah, they just skyrocketed above it, held it with a single candle. They went to go test where is the high, where they're gonna have struggle. Once they hit that right there, they came down and then just consolidated above it the whole time. Yes, they never made a new high. And they actually just now did. Good job, React, on your call out on Apple this morning in Discord and YouTube. Open call out for everybody. But that seems to be the zone they're using to move up. Now, of course, by now I would have removed that. We would probably have this by now. We'd have that supply. Previous day supply. Probably would have had some sort of higher low drawn here to some extent. And previous day demand's way down here, so I'm not even going to bother drawing it. So as of right now, this is the area that you need to try to work towards. But if you want to go ahead and leave that right there, and then just add that previous day high supply, be my guest. I think that's pretty cool. That lines up, so why not? And that's how you chart. Done. Well, I mean, you add your previous day high, your pre-market high and low, but everything's in range, so there's no need to really mess anything up. Also, just for visual sake, moving forward, you guys should really start marking your today's open and then turning it into like a dotted line or something. Just so you remember that's like the basis point of where we're starting from. Like, in a very vague way, yes, you should be bullish above this. In a very vague way, yes, you should be bearish under this. But there are other levels to take into account outside of that. That's just a good vague kind of starting point, if you know what I mean. But there's definitely other levels that can either add to that and empower that decision, or it can even make you hesitate and be like, no, actually, I don't like how that looks. And then you end up not taking the trade. Or shorting. Flipping. Guys, coin is actually doing a bearish retest away from 229.15 right now. Be very weary of that. That actually could pull back to 221.40. I should probably have this charted correctly, but this is the area that needs to pull back under if it wants to dump more. So keep this in watch. This is the previous day high supply. If you go back to SPY, we are a little bit more red from the highs just now. That's due to the tech chart dropping. They're now making new lows. Remember what we said, guys. A break under this higher low right here. A break under this higher low right here, not good. We are testing it right now, 213.22. Keep that in mind. On your healthcare chart, they're killing it, so no problem there. Previous day highs have definitely broken out, and 2 more candles have even moved up. Bank's still struggling at not just making a new high, but holding a new high. But they are still holding on to the previous day lows like we liked, and they're in kind of the middle of the range that we were looking at entirely. So that's a good sign. Discretionary, very weak this morning. They're working their best to get over previous day low. Better sign of life, they can get over previous day close, but also this little zone we got right here from the bigger time frames. Again, that's where all these levels come from. I'm not going to be using all of the smaller levels every single time I look at these charts. Previous day low, higher low, would definitely be looking at that. And previous day high on XLC. You can see they're kind of working more towards the top of that range. So looks like just a weakened tech made SPY drop a little bit more, but it looks like everything's trying to recover a little bit more. So probably going to see a red candle into a wick. And if all the strength does continue, should see a continuation into 530. Now, if any of this starts to weaken more, and we see SPY start to fail, definitely need to see a break of that previous day low. I know it's just a really, really long wick, but it's still very important. A break of basically 529.15 is definitely going to give us a potential drop. But we got good notable levels here, so we're just going to monitor this today. You can see we're using the 1, 2, 3 day ago high supply. Could probably fix it and adjust it to here, but I kind of liked it, so I'm just going to leave it. And then we got the 2 day ago low demand. And I didn't bother drawing today's demand because it'd be so big, and I mean I'd rather just keep it as clean levels, make it easier to look at. Hell yeah, D-Touch. He said muscle memory. He said the Discord has a BB script for Thinkorswim, as well as TradingView. For the longest time, I don't even know if people know that in chat. There's a TradingView indicator as well. D-Touch also said, I personally love it because it uses the BB levels and current day open. I just like having an organized system, and everybody here can take advantage of it. It's not like you're gonna like forget about these basic levels, you know. And that's another thing, like, you know, about our community. You can add any indicator, any other strategy on top of that, and it's still gonna work. You know why? Because price history is something that goes over every strategy, right? Every strategy is bumping into these levels whether they know it or not. So I mean, if you are using it and then you throw on indicators for it, that's awesome. Sandollar said 44% up on my overnight MPC calls for this Friday. Good stuff. And we did a whole breakdown on that chart, as well as Sandollar talking about it in the YouTube chat. Kim Trade says, I use the TV indicator daily. It's amazing. Nice. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm not too sure on how many people use the Thinkorswim or the TV indicator, but if you do, that's awesome. There's also a mobile indicator. I think there's different links. Make sure you guys stand up every so often with that blood flow, as well as drink some water, so you're not just, you know, sitting there dehydrated. What is the TV indicator? TradingView. It's just the pre-market high, pre-market low, previous day high, previous day, like all those basic levels. It's just plotted for you every single day if you use this other indicator. I don't use it because I like drawing it manually. I'm old style. I don't think I've ever used it. But everyone's different for me. There's a lot of people who like looking at the indicators that plot for themselves, so they don't have to ever do it. Pretty cool though. Oh, you know it's TradingView. What's the name of it? Yeah, I'll let you answer each other. I don't know. That's pretty cool on trade. I wish Thinkorswim had that. They don't have a database like that. TradingView, for anybody on Thinkorswim who doesn't know, has a whole database where you can just type in, oh, Ichimoku, and then you could go and turn on Ichimoku, and it's like, oh, there's this style, oh, there's this style, like there's like custom Ichimoku, there's the bland vanilla indicator, and then there'll be other variations of it, right? And let's say there's like a famous trader I've never heard, like that we all know, right? And he posts a strategy, and let's say he has like a plotted, indicator. He can put that on that database. It can then be posted. And let's say you go search for it. You can go on that database, search for it, and find it. It's pretty cool. I wish Thinkorswim had that. Because they have almost to that point, but they do not. Because you can definitely turn on all those indicators. You can customize. You can do all of that. But it's not going to be as organized. Looks like we are trying to get a hold of 529.57 as of right now, but we'll see if that continues. Again, this is the previous day open. And I do see tech is trying to hold on to that key level we were talking about, but healthcare slowed down. The one thing that was skyrocketing this morning has now pulled all the way back to almost where it was launching from, the previous day high. So we're almost back to square one. Right as tech started holding support, why am I so far out? Right as tech was trying to hold support and actually started to look a little bit better, healthcare said nah. So no breakdown of the healthcare chart, but definitely a sign of caution. We can also see the banks inside of this zone have now rejected a level we have inside of that area. We can see we are struggling with discretionary at previous day low. We've now made it to not the top of this range, but pretty close, and now we're wicking on top of that candle for the comms chart. So pretty much everything but tech just started saying, nah, I don't feel like going up. So I guess we'll watch tech and we'll see what tone they're trying to set. How'd you not know about this? Thanks. I don't know. I really don't talk about it too much, and honestly, it's like this is kind of like a problem with a lot of things in my community, but I'll just explain it really quick. Something that's wrong with my community is that we've been around for so long that I haven't really turned around and started re-talking about certain things. And in my head, you've all been here the same amount of time, but that's not right. Some of you have been here for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Some of you have been here for 2, 1. Some of you have been here for 6 months. Some of you have been here for a week. So it's like I gotta re-talk about these things more, and that's on me. I gotta be like, guys, we have a trading indicator, we have a Thinkorswim indicator, we have the pre-market system, that's us, the emerging candles, make sure to watch workshop 11, like that kind of stuff, these kind of lessons, the vague stuff of our community, the core of our strategy. That's something that I do need to personally go over more and more and more and more and more. But because I've gone over it so many damn times over the course of so many years, it really does make me forget, like, oh, I need to cover this for somebody. He hasn't been here that long. Like, I forget about that. And that's probably the only problem with my group, is that there are some topics that are kind of walked over just because we've talked about them so many times. So it's not really anybody's fault. It's just kind of awkward timing. And that's another thing, like Dr. J just said, and I can't listen to the entire stream every day. There's so many things that are recovered in my streams, but I don't have time to go back and nitpick every single stream and pick out, the 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes that I was talking about a certain subject, re-upload it. It's just, if we did that every stream, I'd go crazy. So that's another thing, is going back to the streams, it's probably a pain in the ass, just because some of the streams are like 2 hours at the very least. Some of them 4 or 5 hours, some of them are 6 hours, so it's just, I don't know. It's also really hard to kind of go back and try to nitpick every stream, but every stream does have some lessons in it. It's weird. Like, I never just sit here and I'm quiet or I'm not ever covering anything. Like, I can't remember a stream where I didn't cover something. Every stream has a lesson within it. Every stream has something where we're recovering something in the group. And I don't mean lesson as like, listen up, get your notepad out. No, some of it might just be vague stuff that you already know, and it's just kind of reinforcing. Back to the basics for the new kids on the block, yeah. And that's another thing too, like recovering things is like probably annoying for some people who've been in my group for a long time. Like I doubt any of you will actually say it out loud, but I know deep down some of you are probably like, damn, I'm tired of hearing about this shit. Like, damn, I already know what levels are right. I already know what this is. I get it. Ace talks about Workshop 11 every time he is here. That is a fact. 50 watching now. Yay. Please smash the like button. Thank you. Thank you, Sandel. I appreciate you saying that. I didn't mean you should nitpick. I just mean it's not. No. I know you didn't mean that. I was thinking out loud. I know that's what it's like, because I have to go edit the stream and cut out certain parts, and it is nitpicking for me. I'm not doing that every day. I didn't start a YouTube channel to stress myself out more, so I'm not going to do that. The streams are fun as hell, and you guys have the power to clip things, but it only lets you clip like an hour, so that's like pointless. Or sorry, a minute. Who the hell covers deep things like this in a minute? You know, there's certain things I can cover in 60 seconds, but there's certain things that takes 20, 30 minutes to go over and have examples for and all kinds of stuff. That's not easy enough to clip. Hi, YouTube, and back to Discord. Thank you, Green. You nerd. Rob Taylor says, it can become annoying, though. Sometimes the original gets buried within all the custom indicators. 100%. Not always good to get clarification. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, that's just my thinking out loud. There's no problems with our group. It's just, I forget to cover things 60 times. Like, somebody in my chat who's been here and doesn't really, because there's people, that's another thing too, is I can tell when someone's really paying attention or not, or digging for themselves, which is a good or a not good thing. It depends who it is. But a lot of you, a majority of you, have definitely done some digging on your own, because I'll have some of you come to me and ask a deeper question. Like not, is pre-market high bullish, is pre-market low bearish, like not basic like that, but I'll have people come ask me, be like, yo, if I have price go up to pre-market high, right? And it rejects. Can I take puts? And that's when I'm like, okay, this guy's digging deeper. Like, he understands there's more to these levels. It's not just, oh, it's a bullish breakout area. Yes, if you find lower high rejections under pre-market high and you like the seller pressure, take that risk. You have a clear area where if it breaks above, it is clearly bullish, right? So if it clearly breaks that and becomes clearly bullish, that should be the area you clearly get the hell out of that trade. Josh, or my bad, you said Hefe. Hefe, can you check Home Depot? I don't know why I read Josh. Home Depot. Damn, they took a nice little dip, didn't they? Did I say anything on them before? I don't think I did, right? Yeah, I don't have any levels here. Unless I cleared the chart, but I doubt I did that. Are you looking at bigger or smaller time frame? Because the daily ain't looking too hot. And they got dividend payout still. IV's probably still cooling off from earnings, it looks like. I didn't look at the chain, but... Smaller? Oh. It's kind of hard to mark that up, because it's literally from earnings. Whoa, chart was tweaking. Like, back to my old conversation, or previous conversation, I already can't remember what we talked about yesterday. I know we went over a ton of stuff, bigger time frame stuff, smaller time frame stuff. We probably went over all kinds of lessons yesterday, and we already forgot what the hell it even was. So this is with the emerging candles and the BB levels and stuff. I didn't bother adding all the other stuff here. They seem to have hit a pretty big level at 332.77 after falling, I should say free falling, under the previous day low. So they free falled under previous day low and pre-market, made it all the way to 332, oops, 332.70s, and seem to be getting a little bit of a, I'm going to say impulse reversal, but on the daily time frame, they are near their recent lows, so I guess it's kind of unfair to say it has to keep dumping. There's red candles. No, it's now made it to a part of the chart where it could make a higher low. So, might see some basing at this level, actually. You can see back here too, just based on the bigger time frame. There's a lot of meat candles kind of holding here. Meat, meat, meat. Close back above it after. That's an insane candle. What the hell? That's a bullish kicker. Just really weird looking. So yeah, it's trying to hold where there was a presence of buyers. So they made a low, they made a higher low from here, and then since then, this is where buyers have been popping up. It's kind of in this general area. So keep that in mind. You do need a little bit of a bigger time frame kind of analysis to just understand you're in a buyer area. God, my voice. What are y'all doing to me? Apple getting love right now. Let's go Apple. Okay, you guys seem to be praising Apple right now. Let's go check that out. Oh, look at the hold. Oh, that is so clean. So fresh and so clean. Let's go check our sectors real quick. You can see tech kind of just holding. Healthcare is still not liking that tech's going up. Banks down. Discretionary is working its ass off. And comms are still working up. Alright, so we got tech, discretionary, comms all trying to work up right now. Decent sign. So if healthcare is not going to do it, maybe these three will. It does look like they're going to try to hold, though, as ugly as this looks. So far. Of course, if the legs fall out from tech, then that's going to, of course, hurt us. If healthcare does continue to get weak and breaks previous day high, this could bring the price down a lot more. And that would hurt SPY. And we didn't look at the dollar yesterday, but we need to relook at it again today. Because we are still getting buyers off of this low, which if you went back to, I think it was Friday or Thursday stream, I think it was Friday, you would actually see that when we covered the dollar, we talked about expect buyers from the dollar until we see a break under 104.17. We haven't gotten that. We've just been getting buyer candles since then, and it's like an impulse move, so even if it does come down, I'm not going to be surprised, but I'm not surprised to also be seeing buyers here after a significant amount of selling. So this is causing a little bit of slowdown on SPY. Remember, I didn't say this was going to bring SPY down. I said this was going to slow SPY down. That's exactly what has happened over the course of the last 4 sessions. We have slowed down. We haven't continuously made all-time highs back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And that's really what I like to use the dollar for. It's not really for catching reversals on the second or on the perfect day. It's really just about kind of getting the vibe of SPY, knowing that SPY is in a spot where it should slow down on the bigger time frames. So I can expect to watch between important levels. What are those important levels we like to look at? Emerging candles, previous day low, previous day high, pre-market high, pre-market low. You know, just looking for bounces in between those levels. Levels that we practice all the time. What's up, Ghost? Good to see you. Good luck or welcome anybody in the voice chat that I might not have seen join while I was, of course, ranting. But glad to have you all in here. SPY is getting some buyers. We kind of just slowly worked our way to figuring this out because of the strength behind comms, the recovery of discretionary, the hold of banks. I'm not going to say push. Yes, healthcare helped us out in the beginning, but they are now not helping us. And then really just a slight recovery of tech. So just kind of really seeing a recovery of tech, discretionary comms together, banks not really hurting us, and healthcare also not really hurting us yet. So they're in a weird part of their chart. But that's helping SPY go up. Is what I'm trying to explain. And let me know, did the breakdown of like the sectors help y'all? Like, does me going over them help anybody here? If I need to quit going over them, I will. I'll just use them for myself. Or maybe even the explanation. Does that help anybody? I don't know. Do I need to like talk about that more later on? Apple's about to reach 192.50. Good call out by Scott. Looks like a couple of you were on the Apple together. Good job. React, good job calling out multiple weights today. You've mentioned Amazon, you've mentioned Apple, and now you've mentioned Google. Close me MPC calls, took profits off the table, making breakfast right now. What are you making for breakfast? Good to hear Terry, Ryan, Daffy, Susan. Okay, good. I was just making sure because like no one really comments on it when I mention it, so I was just making sure you guys are actually, you know, taking that in. I don't want to sit here and blab about something you guys don't care about. Coin did slow down. Are they still red? Ooh. Okay, so they did break that level we talked about. So very nasty drop from that retest of 229.15. That was a bearish retest. They even got a gap down the 5-minute. That doesn't happen all the time. But right now you might be seeing a secondary bearish rejection. If this holds like this, you probably are going to see 221 on coin soon. If this gets a little bit of a close above this, this at least gives them a chance of trying to work back towards 229. So it'll probably just look uglier. Again, slow down price actions. Never really that pretty. And Tesla, you were just on fire today. Tesla and Berkby working back up after being a little weak yesterday. God, what a beautiful hold by Apple. I gotta screenshot that for the Discord. That just looks so clean. Which I bet as soon as I post it, I'll go look in chat and I'll see like 100 people already have the same chart posted. Let's go see. Oh, yeah, Van Damme right there. Oh, no, that's Tesla. But he has the same idea. Nice job, Van Damme. That is so clean. I like how you kept it simple, too. I don't even know if he's in here or not, but this is a very clean chart. Kept it simple. I like to see that. Good job, React. I'm seeing some of your Apple gains now. It always makes me laugh every time I get up in the morning and I'm starting to look. Oh, you are on YouTube. Nice to see you, Van Damme. But when I get up in the morning and I check Discord and I just see everyone typing GM or good morning, it's the spam of emojis that I think makes me laugh in the morning. It's like you guys, whoever does it, never adds just one emoji. It's always like 100. That makes me laugh. Damn, MPC is kind of killing it today. Coin back to green. Kind of just monitoring these sectors because healthcare is probably the most crucial part of its chart today. But at the same time, so is comms. If you go back to banks, so are banks. I would say banks are kind of at a very important part of their chart right now. On the smaller time frames, that is. And SPY, as mentioned earlier, did work to just under 530 just now. So really nice hold of the 529.50s area. Just kind of monitoring the sectors. I don't even know if I really looked at SPY that much during that. I really was just kind of staring at the sectors. But that just kind of helped work us up to that next level. Nothing really incredible there, but just kind of cool to see the sectors did slowly work us up to the next level on SPY. Which I feel like is just so rare right now. Where is my super suit? Damn, Thinkorswim users, have you guys seen the new transfer screen for like deposits and withdrawals? That is so clean looking. This is way cooler than TOS. It even explains when you can use your funds. Like, oh my gosh, this screen is clean. It's my first time seeing it. I don't know why I saw some people complaining so much about the Schwab switchover. Like, literally nothing has changed, and everything that I saw that was changed was for the better. I haven't seen a single thing that I'm like, I hate this. Now, there are a couple random errors that are happening in bugs, but I mean that happens with literally everything when updates happen. Like, that's bound to happen. So I'm not even complaining about that yet. We'll see if they're long standing or not. Now, if that happens, then we can start to talk some shit on Schwab, but I mean, everything that has been changed looks so much better or is working better. Schwab is very clean. I'm totally for the move. And not a single thing, but I mean, I did have one bug happen to me that was kind of annoying, but it didn't like ruin anything. But like all the color changes, I think that's cool too. I kind of like the blue. That's probably the biggest change is the fact that it's not green anymore, it's blue. And there's our seller reaction. Let's go see what's causing that. Anytime you guys see large moves, I don't want to see anybody in here go, what's the news? What's the news? I want to see you guys go check your sector charts and tell me what sector is selling off or pumping. So we can see tech charts slowed down. We can see healthcare is breaking previous day high. We can see banks are chilling under 42.12 still, but actually not looking too bad. Discretionary giving up the little bit of strength. The only green candle to appear above previous day low has now been taken out by an inside bar and a negative print following. And we have a slowdown against the previous day highs on XLC. So positionally, I could see why we're seeing SPY move down a little bit right now. But no loss of anything crazy. I would say the only thing that's significant that just happened was that healthcare broke previous day high. But right now they're wicking. So I'd say your biggest battle that you need to watch right now is healthcare. If they can hold previous day high, that's a very, very good sign that the market's trying to hold. If you want to use a combining signal with that, not just, oh, if healthcare holds, also look to see if tech breaks out. We need to see tech make a new high. I need to see these other sectors not fall through the floor while the other ones are trying to work themselves up. Like discretionary. Like comms. Comms and discretionary, they are not liking those pullbacks just now. Those love to have lingering effects, I swear. Like tech, healthcare, I swear their moves are absolute. They move. When they move, they move. But discretionary and comms, I swear they have these like lingering effects. It's like they don't adjust instantly. Like there's like too many things in their portfolio or something. I don't know what actually causes it, but I have that feeling every time I see it. SPX actually looking pretty nice. It's just under previous day close. I would keep that in mind. Just previous day open. Why is my bottom of my screen showing still? I'm gonna post this in premium because that's where I've been posting SPX. And then trade floor can have SPY. I don't know why I keep doing that. I should just screenshot that screen. That looks so much cleaner. Tech is moving higher. Great sign for bulls. Healthcare still teetering. We'll come back to them in a second. Banks struggling with 42.12. A pop of that is good for bulls. Rejection of that good for bears. They need the break of lows though for better bears. The lows would be like 41.80s, 41.89. Discretionary pretty boring, pretty weak, and comms pretty weak, but still holding above good levels. They're just really reacting to a positional part of their chart. You know, let's say you have like a, come on, say you have a high there and a low here from like multiple days or even just one day. It's pretty normal to see moves like this. You know, sometimes you see a lower high, then you see a break of structure, then you see the move to the downside. Sometimes a little bit more in depth. They make a impulse buyer move, which is what I call out the first time whenever we see a bounce off that support. That's an impulse move, right? If I see a hold of a higher low above that impulse move, and then a pop above that recent resistance, see how it's a little bit more in depth now? It's not just, oh, one touch bearish, one touch bullish. No, there's a little bit more going on there. Oh, no. Oh, God. It's always hard to delete things whenever it's on top of a rectangle. There we go. And comms are still weak. Discretionary is a little bit lower than it was. If healthcare can hold and tech can move higher, that's the main, I guess, main parameter we're looking for to see SPY move up. But banks, discretionary, and comms are not making this easy. If any of those three or all three combined can just hold or move back up, that would help SPY push 530. If not, though, we might be seeing the resistance set in. Nothing crazy so far, though. I really should stare at healthcare, because if this drops, it will definitely show a reaction on SPY. Tech and healthcare, though, they love to go opposite directions on the smaller time frames. Very significant selling on comms. Healthcare is definitely breaking that previous day high. You do still have today's open at 146.26, but they are breaking the notable level we were watching. And tech did move higher, but now they're wicking and just kind of chilling, so we'll see here in another couple of minutes what's going to happen. But it is definitely affecting SPY. It helped us move up a little bit, because for a second there you had healthcare holding and tech was moving higher. But then, on the other hand, you started to have banks slow down against that 42.12. You had discretionary and comms pull back very significantly on the smaller time frames. Been with Schwab since 2020, trading Canadian commons on the Toronto Exchange. Damn. For your information, Schwab allows you to trade unsettled funds on options different from TD, but you have to hold the day to trade again. Also, May 28th, the settling period changes to 1 day from 2 days for equities. Love this, says Terry. Nice. Yeah, I'm totally cool with all these changes. I take a short, small one, setting a stop at 5309.69. Nice, Tobias. I think Kevo is also in a short, and he has a stop loss at previous day close. So it looks like two of you are in shorts with decent reasoning. Yeah, for real, I see a couple of you posting tests. They really did just shoot up and then start ranging. That's annoying. Let me go back to, where's coin at right now? Oh, guys, they did make the move. Hell yes. Okay, so like one of the only few charts I actually looked at for a play this morning actually worked. And I can go back to looking at the sectors again, because I see tech is picking it back up a little bit. Oh, healthcare falling through the floor, and they're breaking today's open. That is not a good sign. Banks pulling away, discretionaries pulling away, comms are still chilling at where they pulled away to. Tech is by itself right now, with a little bit of effort by banks, but not much. This is not good for SPY. We need to see something else join the fight for tech, or we need to see tech just kill it by itself. Good morning, N1 Crims. Good to see you. And good morning, anybody in Discord or YouTube that I might not have seen join us this morning. Be sure to drop a like on the YouTube stream. It does help out the channel a ton. Right now we've been kind of shifting between sectors to see what we think SPY is going to do. We saw some early help by healthcare. We saw tech pick it back up. Healthcare has now lost a lot of its strength. We saw comms and discretionary try to hold their lows. They also lost their strength. Banks are just kind of in limbo mode. We're watching them in between a big zone from the bigger time frame right now. But the two main ones that we are looking at are healthcare breaking the previous day high and today's open, or tech holding on to this higher low, which actually a very clean test of it and now a continuation away. I'd really like to see them break previous day close to really see some bigger buyer moves on this chart, but that is a good sign of life there by them, at least showing up and saying, hey, we're here. But healthcare breaking today's open, not a good sign. We have two big things happening at once, and you can see it's making SPY trade very awkwardly. That's another big thing too, is like every time we're always like, oh, there's a doji here, oh, this is so boring. It's a lot of the time is the sector's fault. It's not really SPY's fault, which I guess that kind of correlates, but yeah, sectors. CL has a potential short setup. Are you on bigger time frames, smaller time frames? What you looking at? I need some context here. Bigger time frames there, just chilling under the highs. Kind of hard to agree with that one. Smaller time frame, I can see what you're going for though, because you do have a rejection with the lower high under today's open as a continuation away from it. This could be seen as another bearish retest on smaller time frames. Bigger time frames, I wouldn't say so. I would say give it more time, but smaller time frames, I could see what you mean. Looks like they did smack a hammer though. I was gonna say previous day close would be a good level to watch as like a median, but it looks like they almost went down and smacked it. I'd watch that level if you're watching Colgate. Sorry guys, I was typing and screenshotting a lot because somebody asked a question. I'm assuming they're not in stream because I like literally just got done saying all of this, and then they ask, do you believe it will continue upward? Which I find it kind of disrespectful. I don't really think you guys should be asking, do you think it's going to go up or down? That's such a, not a stupid question. I just think it's like you're ignorant. Like you're ignoring everything. You're ignoring your own strategy by saying, do you believe it will go up or down? Like that's a good fun guess to do with each other, like if that's what you're going for, but anything outside of that, you're kind of just disrespecting Yeah, exactly. Do I think it's going up or down? Yes. Like that's my that's my whole that's exactly. And I replied, I said, I don't know. I'm just covering the sectors and that's helping me navigate direction short term. Just going over the weights with him. Also the levels, like what are the levels telling you? We're above previous day low, we're above previous day open. We're above today's open. So we're above 3 pretty good levels, but what are we still under? And what are we still producing? Lower highs. We're still under pre-market high. So, I mean, we're under a good level still. Also, just going off the sectors really quick, just kind of batting an eye at them for just a second, you'll see it's a little awkward because it looks like we should be falling, but we're not. Tech is really propping us up, and that just shows you the strength of tech. Tech is really holding us up. Also, go to SPX. We're still under previous day close on that. We haven't even popped 5309. Trade my account, my Josh. Do it now. And I'm not trying to be rude to the guy, but it's just like, damn. It's like you're ignoring everything that's being posted. A lot of the time when people ask these questions, they're not trying to be rude either. I know what it is. All of us have done this in the past, and this might spring a weird memory from you. But a lot of the time when we sit here and ask questions like that, we're not trying to be dicks or be rude to each other or be disrespectful. A lot of the time it's because we're in a position that is affected by this. A lot of the time it's because you are trading something, and maybe you're not looking to beg somebody to help you trade the trade for you or to do it for you. But maybe you start to ask them questions that are a little bit too uncomfortable because you're sitting there in a position in which you're either hurt or you're up and you're just kind of confused and you don't really know what to do. So you're just kind of rolling with the punches. A lot of the time it stems from being in a trade and stuff, so I understand that. Or maybe they were in a trade and didn't understand what had happened after they closed it. But yeah, that's about it. Ooh, I see D-Touch posting a play on BA. The only person I see destroying Boeing back to back to back to back to back. I don't know how he does it, but mad respect. And like Kid83 said in chat, don't want to try to predict, just react. You can preemptively talk about, well, if it does this, I'll do this. If it does this, I'll do... Like, that's different. But don't be sitting here and guessing. And SPY is still working up. This is a crazy move. Tech is really doing all the work. If healthcare holds support to any extent and works up, and tech is still moving up, SPY is going to shoot up very fast. If we see either of these struggle at the same time, we are probably going to see SPY reject and pull back down under that 530s level really quick. Which right now they're just kind of at it right now. Such a clean move. Am transferring my account to Josh Schwab. Leland said, calls or being bullish has been active since we retook previous day low, also known as the 90% entry. 100%. Haha, get it? What's up, Leland? Bro, Leland, I don't know if I have you blocked on Discord or something, but I swear I did not see that message when you sent it to me. I just now replied to you last night. Oh, you replied to me, never mind. I swear I would have replied to that quicker, because that was a pretty good message. We are breaking 530 now. I think that's happening. I think... Oh no, healthcare is just kind of wicking. I'm not going to say they're going up. Comms helped out a little bit. But tech is doing the work right now. I'm going to assume the dollar is... No, they're sideways. SPX is finally breaking 5309. You know what? I am gonna say that this is the 90% entry. That this is why this is happening. I'm not even gonna say it's entirely the sectors. I think another partial reason you're seeing movement up right now too is because of what Leland just said. The fact that we opened under previous day low and then retook it means there's a lot of liquidity that was sitting here betting for this to keep falling. So you might get an awkward grind up move right here, which I know a lot of you hate that, but that's the truth. And sometimes that's what's being caused. Sometimes when we dip under important levels and we retake them, it's liquidity grabs and it leads to a really, really nice move. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it leads into a good retest that ends up failing. But that might be the reason you end up getting these weird grind up moves and weird grind down moves sometimes. It's, yes, the sector's shifting and stuff, but it's also going to be sometimes like that where you're breaking under good notable levels, most money flips bearish, and then it retakes that level. That money that isn't cutting its losses are now becoming liquidity for the price to continue going up. And vice versa. Sometimes we see this at the downside. You see this with bearish kickers, or you see this with, dark cloud covers starting up higher than the previous day, breaking under a notable level of that previous day, and then it causing a pull down, but it's like a hidden retest inside just because it was holding that fib, or breaking that fib, I should say. And damn, coin kept falling too. They are, oh wait, we saw that, my bad. I thought they were falling more, never mind. They're at 221.40 still. You might get a third bearish retest. We talked about a bearish retest under 229.15. I talked about a bearish retest if it holds under this top of this highlighted area, this zone from previous day high supply. A third can happen if it does it here and breaks under 221.40. If it retakes this highlighted area, can't be as bearish on that anymore. Until you see some more information. A lot of these charts are just free falling. Dog's moving up pretty nice. Saw ARM was up, which I think one of you brought in here earlier, the other day. And SPY still working up. Very nice move with Apple and Microsoft holding higher. Looks like Microsoft's the main reason tech's moving up now. Microsoft too bullish. Somebody sent T-Touch sent a gif of Superman flying around the planet. Somebody said, at first glance, I thought this was Homelander meme. Bro, Superman just doesn't exist anymore with Homelander around. I'm telling you. It's because DC sucks and makes Superman suck. Because, high key, I hate all of DC. But I'm glad James Gunn's there now. Because the next DC movies are probably going to be, like, actually good. James Gunn's the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy. Which, that's probably, like, the best... one of the best things from Marvel, in my opinion. Oh no, we're too bullish right now. The fact that tech and healthcare work together for a second and Microsoft's pumping like that, it's too bullish. Even with some of the sectors contradicting this move. Like discretionary, like healthcare. It did not stop the massive move by tech. We are getting pretty close to previous day highs. Did my card just say, is the Fed talking tomorrow? Someone stop this man. Are the Fed talking tomorrow? That's what someone just asked. That's crazy. Damn, took a 100% on half my position. Good job, Tobias. Yeah, D-Touch, it's going to be amazing. The bulls are all horned up. Yeah, they are just flying. XLK made a new all-time high. It wicked it. Ooh, you love to see it. Wait, that's the all-time... Oh, it is the all-time high. Doy. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Just, like, look at the bigger time frames. Because, again, that is where these levels come from. These little in-between levels I do. That's just short-term information for us to nitpick. But the main levels we're concerned with are all from the bigger time frame. I mean, look at that. Is that bearish to you guys? Is that bearish? I don't... Last time I checked, that's a bullish retest. Holding old all-time high. I mean, tech by itself is just incredible. And we charted all of these together on stream. This isn't something I did hidden alone in a chamber away from everybody. We did all these together. Pretty recently, too, because I wanted to kind of iterate the importance behind the sectors. You can see here. Let me delete some of these smaller time frame levels so I don't forget them. Banks. Actually, we can leave those. I'll leave those. Delete discretionaries there. I want to keep these clean. And we'll leave comms for now. You can see they're just kind of chilling on the bigger time frame. They're chilling in their supply. Just kind of made it into it, holding the bottom of the support, and really just trying their best to work up. So it's kind of an awkward grind up for them so far. But nonetheless, this is helping SPY remain green. We are now over pre-market high for the first time today. Today we started just above 529.15. We are now at 530.40s. And how is everyone in stream? It's been a little over an hour from market open. How is everyone in Discord and YouTube? Are you guys green? Are you red? Are you chilling in cash? Are you just kind of reviewing today, watching? Have you not taken a trade? You're just still looking for an opportunity? What's everyone up to? Or what are you looking at? You don't have to talk about that. You can also just explain what are you looking at. Good job, Eric. Another phone trade for SPY. 51% return. Happy with the gains. Good stuff, Eric. Good updates by a lot of you today, honestly. Good job, Terry. He just said he got 40% on the SPY pop. Got stopped on a short and made 100 into a green day. Good job, Tobias. Okay. Hard for me to read that. Got what you meant, though. Good stuff. Seeing a lot of people flip green right now. Garden Trader just watching so far. No problem with that. Never any issues with that. Oh, you're good, Tobias. All I saw was big green. Does anybody here need a trade log? I'm just re-asking. I asked last week. I asked the week before. I had many people come up to me for the link. Does anybody here need a trade log? This is free. I'm not selling it. It's just a sheet that you go fill in. Tobias says, "What is that?" It's just a place you can input your trade entries and exits. You can write out the contract. You can write out all the just fancy information. But I've had one, and I've had a template for one for a very long time. It's kind of linked to one of the videos on the channel. I think, actually, no, it's linked to my playlist. If you go to my playlist, it's linked to the scalp trading series with trade log. Because I did the live trade series first, and that has 20 videos, and I didn't do a trade log for that. That was literally just trades at random days, and I would take them, I'd grab them, and I'd use them for my videos for that playlist. But in this one, it was more of a journey of following me on this account where we just kind of traded for a month straight, and we filled out this trade log together. But every time I uploaded it was a new input, so I will get that link for you, but it is part of that playlist. Let me go get the Sheets link, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Copy of log. Yep, this is it. Share. Anyone with this link can view it. Copy link. So when you get this, you'll go to the link. You'll then click on File, and then click Make a Copy. You're not going to be able to do anything else except that. If you can't see it on YouTube, I have linked it in 2 separate channels on Discord. I mean, it's in free channels. If you go to the voice chat, it's in the voice chat message channel. If you go to Trade Floor, it's in the Trade Floor channel. But you can click on those. Whoa, Maddie. Maddie Clams. What is this I see? Also, I wanted to see who was going to respond to Not Nice, because I saw how they were posting in there, and I know that they're not just going to randomly give up. That's not the kind of person they are. But I wanted to see what kind of people were going to respond to them, and I saw D-Touch and Maddie Clams both responded. Good stuff. It's not just about, you know, winning in here. Sometimes you're going to be in a bad mood, or you're going to be in a spot where it feels like you're just losing everything, and sometimes you just got to be set straight. Sometimes you just got to hear it right. No problem, Bob. But yeah, guys, use that trade log. It's very easy. If you delete the chart that's on the right, like click it and then click delete on your keyboard, you can also see in one of the boxes, in one of the boxes, for some random reason, I put Control D is the best. Control D is going to be your best friend. So if you ever have a... Here, it'll probably be better if I just explain it, showing you. It won't make any sense if I just explain it. Okay, so here's copy of log. This is what this takes you to, right? Once you're here, you click File, click Make a Copy. But why Control D is the best is, you see how I have the profit-loss equations already set up here? Well, what happens if I get to a part of it that doesn't have it? You know, I fill in my log and this doesn't have the information. Well, what you can do here is you can actually hit... Oh, wait, is it Shift-D? Hold up. I'll know once I delete this chart. Control D. Okay, it is Control D. I wrote down the only command that I cared about. So Control... Oh, wait, no. Drag this here. So you grab this one, drag it down, and then hold it like wherever you're trying to go to, and then put Control D. And now, it looks stupid right now, but as you go filling this out... Whoa. No. I don't care about... What? Bookmark? Chill out, Google. There we go. So now, as I fill things out, it'll actually have it there. So if you ever run into a log and you're like, you get to this point where you're like, oh, I filled out all 63 trades. I overtrade all the time. I need more room. You can just go back through and you can just Control D it all the way down as far as you need. You can even create a new sheet and all that good stuff. But this is the one I use for my 410 account challenge. But yeah, that's it. If that was a little awkward for you on Discord and you were just kind of going off of my voice, you can go back to the stream and go back and you'll see what I was covering on YouTube. I want to see how many more of you use that, because a lot of you, I think, will find
discipline in yourself. I think you'll find a challenge for yourself where you're like, I gotta challenge myself to fill this log every single time I take a trade. I gotta fill this log every single time I do something, and even go beyond that. Create a new category in that log on the right, and label the top of it reason for entry. Every time you take a trade and you go log it in, don't just log your trade like a computer. Go in there and also write down, why did you enter that? What was the reason? And start to develop patterns in your own trading and go, you know what? I suck at open range breakouts. Why do I keep taking those? And then let's say you have 50, 60, 70 trades in there. You start to look at them. You're like, wow, I am really good at this type of entry or this type of entry. I'm really good at this midterm entry. Let me work on this. Let me do mental reviews on this. And let me continue to only trade these setups. As you do that, you're now limiting yourself to better situations, better trading opportunities, things you're more familiar with. Instead of stepping outside of your realm just because you saw some random trader make 80% while you were sitting here cash, don't let that person who just made 80% ruin what you're focused on. They're on this, you're on that. You're not focused on King Carnage, you're focused on... Tobias is focused on Tobias. Bob Johnson is focused on Bob Johnson. King Carnage is focused on King Carnage. Bueller is focused on Bueller. Nicole is focused on Nicole. We're not sitting here looking at each other's journeys and then going, oh, I want to do that too. And you might not even think you're making that decision out loud, but subconsciously, a lot of us are. King Carnage said, yeah, don't focus on me. Tobias said, Tobias is focused on putting a meme in the chat. Oh, my bad, Garden Trader. I'll fix that. Was he talking, Garden? Or was there like random noises coming through? I don't have my headset on, so I didn't even pick up on that. Please tell me there was so I can make fun of Adam. You could hear him every now and then. He's a really cool guy. I love Adam. Green Candlestick is a real one. He's a goofball, but he's my goofball. You hear that, Sinful? He's not yours. If Sinful's even here. Please tell me Sinful's not here. I could never talk good about Sinful while he's here. Oh, okay. I appreciate you, Garden. Thank you. Appreciate that. Good post, Maddie Clams. I'm just not... you guys need to keep working your ass off regardless of me saying your name. But I love coming into this trade floor and just seeing multiple people post really good stuff. Without anybody sitting in here hounding them to do it. Like, Maddie, go post XOK. Maddie, what's Microsoft doing? Maddie's already posting the big movers in the tech sector right now. He's already over it. Let me turn off extended hours because I'm tired of looking at the gray. Let's fix our time axis a little bit too. Oh, there we go. Much nicer. Some of you guys are comedians, I swear. Damn, Maddie even trying to one-up me because he saw me posting SPX. I see you. No, that's good though. I see you're watching, what is that? Ooh, previous day control point, something that I did not add. Good job. I won't lie, I would say that's the one very important level that you don't see me add as much, but that I should be adding. That would be one mistake I am currently making. Previous day control point is definitely one of the most slept on levels. You can see even myself sleeps on it. This is something Harland used to cover way back in the day, and it's definitely something that Leland himself has reiterated to a very, very important level. We're kind of wicking on SPY right now, but we're holding 530.30. Let me go check the sectors again real quick, because I kind of forgot what we were doing. Tech, okay, they're still just holding against the highs of previous day high. We know about that. Where are all my levels? There we are. Oh, banks did move higher. Discretionary just having a weak day, and so is comms. But comms isn't really hurting us either. Like, yeah, they're pulling back right now, and there's a red candle on the screen. But they're not breaking lows. They're not breaking the higher low of yesterday. They're not moving lower on the information that we already have. So that's a good sign. It's not hurting us. Now discretionary, they are. They've made multiple new lows. Banks are just kind of reacting to their zone from the bigger time frame. We'll see when healthcare is actually done, but they didn't touch previous day close yet, so they could dip a little bit more. But nice sign of buyer moves showing just randomly with good wick up moves, and if those can be followed by higher lows, healthcare can move back up. Tech just looking to see if they can break previous day high or not, but they did make a new all-time high for a quick moment. Who knows? Maybe this is the high of day. My computer fan won't STFU. It's driving me crazy. Damn, your computer fan's loud? That's not good. What device are you guys on? Are you guys watching the streams or in Discord on a phone? Are you guys on a computer? Are you guys on your laptop? Are you guys in your Tesla? What is everyone on right now? Watching. He said the thing is hyperventilating. A laptop at work, nice. What's up, Deuce? Good to see you. Supercomputer. Bob, oh, I didn't even say TV. Doi. Bob Johnson said on the TV. Nice. I was just curious, just see what everyone's working with. Ghost said, oh, a cruiser laptop. A home PC, nice. Garden's Discord on my phone. You're a legend. Green said iPad and laptop. Okay. Tobias said, I spent like 6K on this puppy. I watched my stocks drop at 400 frames per second. Ryan also said PC. Okay, so we got a good mix of everybody in here. We got TV, we got laptops, we got phones, we got computers, everything. Cool. And yeah, there's no bias. You guys shouldn't ever be in the mindset of like, I'm on a PC, or I'm on a laptop, this will never be as good as this. Like, no, it's what you make of it. You know, if you can get consistent with your laptop or your phone or your computer, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't ever doubt yourself because of the device you're using. Just switch back to the PC and taking trades on the phone. Nice. Susan said laptop and tablet. I bet y'all got some pretty nice setups, honestly. Even if it is just an iPad or a laptop. I've seen some pretty nice setups just like that. She works well, but sometimes the fan gets too loud. Needs some BB stickers too. Ah, I see you have an Irian sticker on there. My boy Kevin. That's actually, for the longest time, I've said that's the only Kevin I've met that owns a group that isn't scamming people every 5 seconds. Kevin is actually like a famous name for like scamming people, I swear. I've only met one good Kevin that owns a group. We have a Kevin in here that's a great guy. Kevo's a great guy. I'm not bagging Kevin. But I swear to God, Kevin's like the scammiest person in the world. Like that name. But Erie and Options, Kevin is actually a great guy. I used to be pretty chill with him back in the day. I personally just stopped caring about reaching out to other traders. Because some of them dudes just don't care about anything except their bottom line. Some of them are like, I have to have 50,000 members or I'm just not going to grow to anything. Like, okay. Some of these groups that have 100,000 people are worse than our group that has less than whatever number of... we don't even have that many people in here. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. Yeah, show me your setup, Tobias. Daffy said he's on a toaster. Good job, Tobias, cutting the rest of your runner. Good job. Now we can just chill. German said, on PC now if anyone wants to try to play Counter-Strike or Valorant after the market. Oh, you know my weak spot. We actually have a gaming channel in the chat, German, if you want to link any of your information. Like, hey, here's my Steam or anything. I've actually been trying to get people to add each other because I think it'd be cool. Chuck said, oh, you were in that one. Bob Johnson said, Kevin is my fake name when I'm placing orders, LOL. I told you, dude. Kevin's like the scummiest name if you're like a guy who owns a group and you're trying to sell to stuff like that. Now, I'm not hating on every Kevin I've ever met because I know good Kevins. We have a good Kevin in our group. We have a great Kevin in our group. But most of the time when I meet group owners and their name is Kevin, it's not a good sign. And there's a lot of them. Good morning, Carter. Good to see you, man. Busy with work today, just watching review con movement. Oh, nice. Good. So you didn't take the day completely off even though you were busy. I love to hear that. Good job, Carter. You really didn't miss much. We had a little bit of an awkward grind up. We were looking like we were going to break and hold under previous day lows. Within 15 minutes on the 5-minute, we retook that. Within 20 minutes, we had a hammer. And then it's just been a nice grind up as the sectors have slowly rebounded or kind of navigated the different levels. Eric said, I normally use a laptop and 2 additional screens, just starting to try to use my cell phone when I'm out. It forces me to be more patient and selective in my trades. Ah, I like your thinking. I'm still laughing at Tobias's comment saying he spent $6K on his computer and he says that he watches stocks drop at 400 FPS. That's a good comment. Yes, the previous day control point, Carter. You seem to have it. Nice. Good stuff, Carter. And I just saw coin is still down. 364. My bad, Van Dam. He said SPY 10-minute evening star potentially forming or a hammer, LOL. Let's go check. Ah, he is correct. The hammer is there. Good looks. Tech looking like they're not done until we see a slowdown under previous day high, but they're just holding a good retest actually. Healthcare is not done. Like I said, I would like to see them go down a little bit more and hit previous day close. They are getting very close. So I think we're finally getting the test of a notable support on that chart. And why does my screen keep doing that? Alright, there we go. Yeah, and comms are just squeezing today. Oh, Tobias, I'll pull your setup on the stream. I'll pull it up. What's going on? There we go. What is man's playing back here? Is this like 3D engineering? Wait, he cleaned his desk before he took this picture. I feel like there was more stuff here. I like the keyboard. Very nice. Is that a Pokeball? Wait, I kind of like this. It's like a cave. Chair. Very nice. Very nice chair. I'm gonna can't see what's in there, but it looks nice. Bro, you know he's a real one when he's got an earpiece thing. Oh, no, that goes to his mic. Never mind. Damn, okay. And yeah, if you guys want to share your setups, you can. I don't mind. It's not spam. I mean, it's relatable. Makes sense. Very clean setup though, Tobias. Got your little man cave in there. I tagged you in that channel, German. Is your name German or is it like German? Maybe I'm pronouncing it way wrong. Like, or am I saying it right? Or is your name just the word German? It's a cave, but we are still busy with financing a house, so we lean for now. My basics with our time. Heard that. Honestly, same here. So stupid. We live in a country that promotes small businesses, and then on the other end it doesn't promote small businesses, let alone business in general for the individual. Ooh, React shared his. Let's look at React's. If you're on Discord, this is on trade floor, so it's not awkward for you. Oh, you got a curved monitor. Damn, and you got this monitor set up exactly how I wish I had my right side monitor set up. I need to do that. My right monitor needs to be like this. That is so clean. I love this setup. I like the desk too. Very nice desk. Dude, this is a very nice setup. Not even coping or whatever you'd call that. Not even capping. This is a very, very nice setup. I'm sorry, is your keyboard wireless or is the wire like invisible? Is this a Bluetooth key? Is that a thing? I don't see the wire. Do y'all see the wire? No, I do need to get a bigger desk, Chuck. That still needs to happen. My desk is probably it's probably just a hair smaller than this one. Like lengthwise. Like it's probably from this leg to this leg. And then I do have this as well, but there's like a thing here, like a shot. Actually, it's just like this. It's probably the exact same size. It just feels so small. I don't know. See, but his is probably perfect because he has his monitor set up this way. I just need to move my second monitor like this, so when I have Discord up, it's just there. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you have Discord sideways like I do, it's actually not that easy to look at. But when you have Discord long ways, it's like the format change. Like Discord knows you have it long ways, and it'll set it up differently. I don't know why, but it's just really clean. I love React setup though. It's very nice. It is wireless. Okay, you're crazy, dude. I was over here looking for a wire. That's a very nice setup though, React. Nice. Chuck, you have good memory, by the way. How the hell did you remember that? We trying to buy a house right now, move back to the Midwest, and shit is crazy right now. Yeah, let me know if you are anywhere near Texas. No, you're good, React. That's nothing you can do about it. Already posted my setup like twice before, played out. You're a Valorant tryhard? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't hate on Valorant players. I hate on Valorant, but I won't hate on Valorant players. You're a distant cousin to Counter-Strike players. Whether we like it or not. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about gaming. We'd have to do like a gaming stream or something. I'm not trying to annoy other people, but you could talk about those two games for hours. There's so many things that one has that the other doesn't. On both scenarios. Coin is breaking 221.40. Let's remove these arrows so we don't confuse ourselves. This was from my Inside Borrow post. Factorio this week. Damn, you play. That's what you play? Okay. So you like playing micromanagement games. Yeah, those games can be a little addicting. He says my base is macro management at this point. Yeah, I was gonna say, so you really grinded. When you turn something that's micromanagement into macro management, you're basically AI. Nice though, Tobias. I didn't know you were into this kind of games. That's kind of cool. Seems like there's a lot of people who like playing games in the chat, like different ones. It's pretty cool. Coin is still holding under 221.40. This is not a good sign for them with this candle about to come to a close in 30 seconds. Missouri, so not exactly close to Texas. Close enough. Texas is most of the trip. Oh, you said you're not really, you're just into shooters, but just tried and got absolutely hooked. Yeah, man, those micromanagement games will do it to you. You just gotta find the right one. It's funny because, like, you're doing absolutely nothing when you're playing them, but you're progressing so much. It's like, I don't know, it's that feeling of progression that you get hooked to. Which is probably the reason you like trading so much. It's like a routine. Like, it's like you're trying to do the same thing over and over again, and it's a lot of thinking, and it's just... I don't know, you get kind of hooked to the process. That's the thing with micromanagement games. It's the same thing. You get hooked to the process. It's funny, I think there was a study done. Most people who do trade, that do play games, play micromanagement games for that exact reason. Got home and just posted my trade review. I'm never looking at that trade review. Ever. Now let's pull it up. Oh my god, Eric. Okay, everybody go to Results and Review channel right now. Drop a blue check on it so I can see all who clicked on it. But please go look at the I mean, there's a couple good posts in there, but please look at the latest post. Now that's a trade review. I like how you kept it clean too. Just have minimal information on your chart. You have your chart key for anybody who might not know what the hell's going on. I love that. Someone who there's a couple people in chat who do this actually. Taylor does this. If you guys have ever seen Taylor post her charts, I know a lot of you guys like her reviews and stuff. All of her levels are different colored or different lines or something, and it stands for something different. You can see on Eric's chart, it's the same thing. He has his own color system for his own, level. So now instead of looking and going, oh, that's pre-market high, or having it labeled, He knows, oh, instantly. Oh, that's a blue line? Okay, that's pre-market. Like, he instantly can snap to it. Now, I don't do that. But if you guys are into color coding, I think that is a genius idea. And there are a few people who are already taking advantage of that in chat. Taylor and Eric are just the first two that pop up into my head. Of course, there are probably other people. Yeah, that's a trade review. That's wild. Good job, Adam, in the voice chat. We called out a midterm retest on Apple's breakout. We saw it holding the halfway point and golden pocket. It's now back up to the high day at 192.60. That was a minute ago. Very, very nice post. Oh, my bad. Y'all don't care about coin. Let's go back to SPY. Let's check the weights real quick, get kind of some context back in our head. Tech still looking pretty bullish until we see otherwise. Healthcare at previous day close. The bounce of this and hold of this can actually lead to more buying, which would be good for the overall market. Banks tried their best to hold over 42.12. Sorry, I almost said 52.12. But they're back down to their recent higher low. So no break of structure per se, but they're definitely at that last line of defense. So we'll see if buyers come up. They're kind of like healthcare. They're like at that last level where it's like if they don't pop here, there's no hope in this. Com's still just kind of squeezing. So at least we have a little bit of context now, and now we know SPY is just kind of chilling for a good reason because everything else is chilling. But that tech strength was very strong. That was a really good hold of the previous day low on the overall market so far. And how is the stream so far, everybody? Hopefully there's been no bugs or any lagging. I haven't seen any drop frames, but, you know, knock on wood, because dear God, if YouTube starts lagging. But hopefully the stream has been decent. The updates have been helpful. Some of the, I don't want to say lessons, because I hate sounding like a teacher. I don't like to sound like that. I'm just a guy going over my system. But it's nice to go over these different topics that are part of the system, just kind of reiterating different points. And sometimes it might just be for reinforcement. A lot of you guys already know this stuff, but maybe you just need to hear it a second time or a different way. I know I'm that way. I don't know about you. You guys are probably smarter than me. I have to hear things 50 different ways and do it myself just to understand it. I'm a do-it-myself kind of guy. I cannot, if I don't do it with my own hands, or if I don't do it with my own eyes, or I don't do it myself, I will not understand it. So I know I'm a hard learner. So I know other people might be similar. Some people are different. Some people only need flashcards. They look at it once, they never need to look at it again. So everyone's different. Good job, Deuce. I just saw what you posted. He said D-Touch is cooking. Let me see this. Yeah, bro. If he posts Boeing, know that it's definitely a confident post by him. Like, even when he's wrong, he's so open about it because he knows that he can kill Boeing. He knows that Boeing is his. Because he practices it so much. He goes over it so much. It's got to be one of the few people I've seen consistently attack that chart. Ooh, VizTech's looking at your setup. Pull this up on stream so everybody can be part of it. Ooh, got some notes pinned to the wall. Let's see, what do you got here? Some notes. I got a very nice mouse. A Eureka mouse pad. Nice. Dude, your keyboard and mouse are clean. I'm not really a guy who goes for the white stuff, but that is clean. What is this thing on the right here? What is this thing behind your monitor? He's got a whole ass setup. Look, he's got... Oh, wait, we know these images. Oh my God, you legend. You printed these out for yourself? Wait, what are these then? He said trading in the zone, notes on the wall. That is an Itachi. I figured, dude. I was like, man, I feel like this is anime related. But dude, you got the setups right here though. You legend. Damn, this is a nice setup too. You guys have some really clean setups. Asus monitor, nothing. Oh, you got 2 Asus monitors. These are really good monitors. Damn. Sorry, I'm just taking it all in. The white keyboard. See, bro? That's what I was saying. That's tough. I don't even care about, like, white aesthetics, but that's clean. Oh, and I come back and Spy has a big bullish kicker on the 5-minute. What the hell happened? What are y'all doing in here? What happened? Probably a new high on tech. Oh, healthcare. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, that single-handedly did it. Discretionary helping, banks also getting a green candle, but healthcare is definitely why we were moving like that. Whoops, I did not mean to go to Spy Futures. No problem, Ryan. Thank you for sharing that. I've been waiting for one of you smartasses to send a picture of a phone and be like, that's my setup. Like an Ace or a Creator Trades answer. Where are those two? I haven't gotten much jokes out of them the last couple days. Are they okay? Ace and Creator? Hope you guys are alright. Y'all's entertainment is missed. By me, at least. Actually, they're probably busy. Creator's probably like a superhero for all we know. And who knows what Ace does in his off time. I've always questioned if he's like a hired killer or something like that. His sanity just isn't there. Oh, Snurpy posted his. Hold up. Let's look at Snurpy's. Y'all effing with the setup. Oh my god, is this really yours? Are those Pokemon cards? Or Yu-Gi-Oh cards? This has to be... What are these? One Piece? Oh my god, I love you even more. Okay, this is a pretty crazy setup. And he loves anime, so he's already good in my book. Got Charizard, got Pikachu, got whatever the hell that is. Is this a battery backup? What is this? Don't tell me that's a second computer. That better be a battery backup. That is a second computer. This man is crazy. Wait, are you like a streamer or a professional gamer or something? What are you? Here we go. These are the answers I was looking for. Just a trader? Dude, you're crazy, dude. I respect it. I respect having 2 computers. For a second, I was like, please tell me that's a battery backup. Now, this is insane. 5 monitors? I kind of like it, though. I'm not going to lie. It's not, like, overwhelming. You should put one here, put one here, put one here, put one here, put one here. Oh, very clean. I do like your setup. Is that a Corsair mouse? I can't see it. He said I'd have a seizure. No, you're good. I believe you. I believe it's actually yours. Plus, even if it isn't, like, you're not really getting anything out of it not being yours. Wait, Van Damme's like, wait, Bueller, get back on task. Spy's doing something. Oh, it's a Ditto Pika. I'm dumb. Sorry, T-Bone. Yo, this setup is fresh. I can smell how clean this room is. Yo, he's got one of them right here, and he's got another one right here. How to tell me bro lifts without telling me bro lifts. That is a very insane looking computer. Why do y'all's computers look like an actual AI taking over? Dragon Ball. Man, I love that all of you guys mess with anime. Let's go. Oh, is this Satoru? That is. Oh my god. You have the greatest mousepad ever. And he's got a secondary laptop just chilling. Okay, that's a sick mousepad. He's got a Nintendo Switch just chilling here. He's got the dock. Bro, who is this? Whose picture am I looking at right now? Cody E, you're a G, dude. Very, very nice setup. Okay, VC. Damn. I'm not even glazing y'all. Y'all actually have like really nice setups. What the hell? Oh, you're one of the Tyler brothers. That's right. That's right. I know who you are. Or not Tyler brother. Emmerling, right? Am I saying that right? Emmerling? I'm pretty sure that's your last name. It lights up the mouse pad. Oh, that's sick. Yo, look, it's VC's favorite toy. This is actually where he does his calculator from. The calculator is the reason he uses this. What is it, the Dalai Lama? 6 monitors, that is a vibe. What is this? Viagra? Okay. Got some pretty nice setups here. Yeah, the dog was perfectly placed. This looks like Mykar's dog a little bit. I mean, a lot bigger, but... You guys are crazy. Alright, guys, well, Spy is still launching. Sorry for rambling and laughing at y'all setups. I thought they were kind of cool. Yes, I said at, not with. Jujutsu Kaisen, yes. Yeah, for real, Carter. I was like, damn, some of these setups are making mine look like crap. A very, very good anime. Alright, cool, cool. Well, thank you guys for sharing that. I'm always happy to look at y'all's stuff on stream. It's not like I'm hiding it. I'm happy to look at y'all's setups. Anything going on in y'all's lives? Really good push after that bullish kicker on the 5-minute. We're not at the previous day highs yet, but I mean, still really good recovery from the lows of today. We look like we're gonna pop under 529 today, and here we are just under 531. So yes, only just under $2 of movement, but still really good recovery from the low. What is going on in this chart? What did I do? Okay. Why did I do that? That needs to be there. This needs to be here. Alright, so IWM just reacted to demand of this previous day low? No, this is Friday low. So Friday low demand is what IWM reacted to at today's lows, and they've worked up through previous day low and into previous day close. Okay. That's easy to remember. Oh, we're still getting set up post. Wait. What did I miss? Wait, were you on this when it happened? What is with you guys and being in danger all the time? Glad you're okay, if that is what happened. Misi, I knew you were gonna have a clean setup. Got the AirPod case here. Got the Pinjamin. I see you. Got some Zen vibes in here. I like it. And really good spacing of the... Oh, she got one of those arms that go left and right. Okay. The Pinjamin. Maddie Clams. Let's see here. Uncut Gems. Nice. Oh, got the warrior background. Okay, another very nice setup. What the hell? I have not seen a weak setup yet. For people with, like, the monitors and stuff. Honestly, some of you guys did really good with the laptops, too. Like, got the iPad here, got the laptop. I saw a couple other laptops here. Well, not that one. This was tough. Not that one either. Not that one either. Not that one either. What the hell was I talking about? Okay, never mind. I thought I saw more than one laptop. I gotta see this one more time. What's he got on his desk? Heartburn pills. This is a love note. Not a bad monitor. Not a bad setup. What kind of monitors are these? Are these 4 different monitors or 3 of the same and this one's different? You've never seen my setup? It's on Instagram. I think I even showed my face on that. We got fake fans in here. Alright, I'm moving this back up. I gotta see the spy chart again. And mainly the sector charts. I gotta see what's going on here. 3 are the same, bottom left is different. Okay, okay. VC says 3 4K, 3 1080p. 3 each. Oh, okay. Damn, y'all have some really crazy setups then. That went a lot deeper than I thought. Nice. Damn, it's only 10:30? Like a lot more time went by than that. Nah, we're still chilling. Look, he's like, I had to open up every screen. This vape was sitting here earlier and he moved it. Where'd the drink go? Oh, there it is. Just flexing on us. Wait, is this Skyrim? Oh, you're an editor. Okay, well that makes sense why you would have all this then. Never mind. Yo, look, guys, he's got the bag. The bag is on there. Cold hard cash sitting right there. Better be careful, Cody. Come swipe that. Damn, that's cool. I didn't know you were an editor. That's so cool. Skyrim, best game ever. Legend. You can't post yours? Oh, because you don't have a role. Go to this channel, German. This is where everyone's supposed to be posting it anyway. But I'm a great leader and I tell everyone to post in the wrong channels just to later complain about how everyone's posting in wrong channels. But you should be able to post an off-topic chat without a role. I think. Right? Me trying to find someone without a role. Okay, well he sent that. That's a GIF though. GIF. This guy's tweaking. Holy God, this conversation, this man is actually lost. Never mind, I'm not reading that. D-Touch, how did you have the patience? Okay, I can't prove or disprove that you can't post in here, but you should be able to post in here, German. Oh, there it is. Nice. Ooh, bro, are you joking me? What chair is this? Is this the secret lab chair and you got the skin? Bro, this chair alone is tough. I am mad jealous of the chair. Very nice setup, dude, seriously. Wait, what was that? Akatsuki Secret Lab? Oh my god, you are so much better than me. I'm going back to staring at Spy to ignore your chair. This man did what I was gonna do. You're on the clock working. You're a legend. No, mad respect for the chair. Mad respect. I'm actually finishing my rewatch of Shippuden right now. Alright, Green Candlestick said Spy is testing the previous day control point, which is just a fancy way of saying the 50% of previous day. Oh, wait, maybe I don't show my face in that video, Viztex, you're right. But yeah, that's the one. That's crazy how much cleaner my setup looks right there. I have a third monitor on my left. I don't even think I show it in that video. But that's my main setup, though, those first two. The left monitor I literally just use for YouTube streaming. Like, whenever I talk to you guys on the YouTube chat, you all have your own screen. My OBS goes there, my YouTube goes there, the music goes there, everything. And yeah, I haven't changed a single thing with my setup. Snurpy says that's 2 years ago. That's, yeah. I haven't changed anything from 2 years ago. Except my mouse pad. My mouse pad is a big Bueller Buys mouse pad now. I get those big desk mouse pads that like take up the whole desk. I love those. They just like roll out in a big roll. I thought I did a face reveal. Maybe I didn't in that video. I don't think I have done one, actually. Now, there were a few of you who found me somehow. You little weirdos. It's alright. I have a very basic setup. I'm really nothing special. That's why I was freaking out when everybody else was posting theirs, because like that was like, some of those are pretty insane to me. Good call out by Van Damme. I like that a lot too, Van Damme, because the candle's pushing away from 467. This morning, 467 was my main trigger for this. Now, I did kind of ignore it and go to look at other charts, but this is the most dominant bearish move away from that level we've seen today. Looks like we just had to trust trend on that one. It jumped up the level a lot, but lower highs were holding that whole time. Higher lows were holding. Just a big squeeze in general. And yes, thank you guys for staying on topic, even though I wasn't. Gotta joke around a little. Cody E said, LOL, I don't have a bag down there. It's a collection of $2 bills. Ah, okay. Now that's very cool. $2 bills are very cool. Maddie Clam said, damn, Josh's arm looking good. That's actually so funny. Dondu posted shop. Let's go shart shop. Shart shop. W's in the chat. Alright, we'll go to MW. Clear drawings. First level. Alright, let's get our monthly emerging candles out of the way. Because that's the first step to becoming insane. Add this level, this level, this level. Okay, that was easy. Go to the weekly just because I'm a nerd. I like to look at all the time frames. I just like to see where like vague supply and demand is. Like I know there's supply right here. I know there's demand right here. I don't need to mark it. Then the daily. I want to mark it on this time frame. So I'm going to go from the low of this candle to the top of that last red candle, edit properties, and because I'm lazy, add 2025. And zoom in so you don't trick yourself with current price. So we get a nice push up, nice hold, clear demand is right here. And I know that because that's where they dipped and bought back up. Got another one here. Rejection. I don't really have a real supply to grab there though. Nor do I here. So high of the move to open the last green candle. 25. And let's try to find something in between here. Without making anything up. There's a clear level of resistance like right here. I'm gonna mark right here because they wick to here, here, stop here, inside bar negative print. Breakout, no retest. They close over it here, no cigar. So maybe we'll do this. Which I don't normally like to do this, but let's go from the wick here and then do the top of that candle. Let's make that a little special zone. I'm only doing that because there's like not a real zone there, but there's definitely something there. Because I mean they're definitely using that to pivot point to go up, to go down. So there's definitely something between those. And if you want to add actual levels to these, you can. The rules behind my zones for demands are low of the move to the top of the last red candle. And supplies, I normally like to grab top of the move to the bottom of the last open of the last green candle. So, a consistent system. But this was the only non-consistent zone we just drew. But again, finding reasoning for it. Auto zoom back out. Why am I even charting that high? Alright, now we gotta do one more thing. So, the gap fill fib. We're gonna go from the close of this candle up to the open of this candle. And you don't have to draw the levels if you don't want to. You can just draw a highlighted zone there. Remove. 2025. And now you're done. I mean, I guess you could mark the low or the open of that, but I'm not. So now we're going to pan, and now we have Shopify charted based on our consistent charting system. So after earnings, huge drop from the 76s, 77s, all the way down to 63s. Since then, we've cascaded all the way into the 57s, 58s. What I like to do with these charts, and I know that you're going to say this is obvious, but is wait. Because all this has really done is got a catalyst drop. So it had a reason to drop, and it dropped. That's it. Now it's kind of like on its last leg of support, where it's either going to hold this and start to build back up. Because again, you need to find more info here. If this is going to build back up, I need to see a buyer move hold this zone, right? And over this, whatever, range consolidation is, this impulse move. I can't even really call it that. But I need to see something, right? And then this can lead to other breakouts that lead to setups, right? But as for right now, this just looks like a bearish retest for more drop. So you can watch for new lows. So those are the two scenarios in front of you for the shop chart right now. I also don't really like playing charts that are like right after earnings, just because a lot of the time it really is just the chart needing to gather its sentiment again, the chart needing to gather consolidation again. But whatever the case may be, that is definitely a really clean daily time frame chart with the zones. You thought I was Hispanic? I'm pretty much 75% white, a quarter Hispanic. So my mom is Mexican Italian, my dad is full white. But Italian's basically white, so that's why I say 75% white, 25% Hispanic. But I'm basically just white. I'm white. Let's not try to throw these mixed questions out there. I am white. Man, saying that out loud, I really want some Mexican spaghetti right now. That stuff is so damn good. Got a nice kick to it. It's not what you think either. But yeah, Mexican spaghetti slaps. It's cool too because my grandma's like actually Italian, so I get this like sometimes when we eat with them, we get like actual genuine Italian food. But yeah, my family's, or at least my mom's side, is mainly Italian. I'm white with a twist. But yeah, no, I'm not Hispanic. Wait, why did you think that? I don't even try to speak Spanish in here. I mean, I say "sí" every now and then, but that's not... I feel like everybody says "sí." Favorite Italian dish? Oh god, there's too many. Like, literally everything is good. It's really hard for me to, like, get into Italian food, and then there's something that tastes like crap. The only thing that tastes like crap when you get into Italian food is some seafood items. But I feel like you're, like, stepping into a different realm at that point. Oh, you were just joking? Okay. Favorite Italian dish? I gotta think on that one. All I can think about is Mexican spaghetti now. Kim just posted the news that was from Microsoft. Looks like it's between AMD and Microsoft. AMD is showcasing end-to-end compute and software capabilities for Microsoft. Microsoft utilizes AMD Instinct accelerators, open software processors, accelerators for AI deployments. Okay, so it's for AI processors and chips. That's great. Well, that's not bad news for Microsoft and AMD. That's good. It's good for both of them. I don't know if the chart will reflect that way, but definitely are working together. Maddie, I just saw what you said. No. Okay, Snurpy, I'm getting back to you on your answer or question. You asked about dishes. I will pretty much take anything that has pesto on it. Any pasta, anything. I don't care. But I'm genuinely finding it hard to pick out my favorite because everything is good. That's all I have to say. If there's two types of food where everything is good, it's Italian and Cajun. I don't think I've ever had any kind of Cajun dish that was bad. Like, everything is good. Man, there's so many types of good food. We could sit here and talk about food all day. Spy slowing down. Let's see what's causing it. So tech is still moving up. Healthcare just kind of sitting to the right. Bank sitting to the right. Discretionary to the right. And comm slowed down. So tech is by itself again. So even if it pushes up, it might not get a crazy reaction on spy. Might just see a weak hold. Yo, Cajun is fire. Facts. See you later, Tobias. Thanks for being in the stream, dog. Appreciate you. It's cool having a European trader join in here every day too, because we get we get context on what's happening on the other side of the world financially. Again, we all probably know from the news and researching, but it's a different vibe when you're talking about the banks of the other side of the world, because our banks really are some of the most important ones, but the EU can make decisions that could also throw things off. So it's just good to hear that stuff from the source. Like, I swear, during COVID, that was the coolest experience ever. I mean, COVID sucked, don't get me wrong. But whenever it happened, it was so cool hearing from everybody in chat, because it was like, oh, Mithin's from Australia. He's telling us from what's happening. Because I would say Australia was like one of the most strict places when COVID hit. You know, we had someone that was in South Korea, and they were telling us about like how Korea was getting hit. We had someone in Ukraine before all that stuff happened again, and they were telling us about COVID there, and just everywhere. It was just so, it was unique. I wouldn't say cool, it was unique to see all those different perspectives on how the world was, you know, going crazy during COVID. But like, I think in Australia, or here, let me give you a better example. Like in America, it took a lot for them to do stuff. In Australia, if like 2 people in like a 5-mile radius got COVID, they would have huge restrictions, and like people couldn't even go outside their homes for certain periods of time. Like, different countries treated COVID very differently. And then some countries didn't even react to it at all. You have, you know, your third world countries that had no chance. Which sucks, but it's the reality. But that was so unique, just hearing the world's POV. so bored of looking at SPY, I was trying to find something else. Gotta remind myself to look at the daily time frame too, and just remind myself, don't go crazy. These days are gonna happen. Great days will soon follow. Pretty cool too, because there's a couple people in chat that hung around yesterday after stream ended. I think that was around here somewhere. Yeah, it was around here. Since then, they made that lower high, and they made a really good lower high. It was pretty cool though, if you go back and back test. If you go from the high to the low of the first drop, so this one right here, you'll actually see of that drop. And the reason, hold up, I want to back up. I keep doing this, and I need to quit doing that. Structure, right? Where is structure? Right here. You can see there's a lot of support sitting here, right? But where's the first time after making a high they finally broke the recent one? Right here. They finally broke that recent low. They had not done that any other time. If you go back to, was it yesterday's stream or Friday? I can't remember. I think it was yesterday's stream. But we were literally going over this, like, every high or low, every low or high, we were covering this. But basically how it made a new higher low here, then it held. Awesome. So now the focus is this one. Awesome. Right? Which I guess lines up here. This gets the full extent of the test. They make a new high. Awesome. So if this comes down again, it should hold this and then make another high, right? If it is bullish. But what did it do this time? It finally changed the trend. We finally got a break of a recent higher low. They finally changed how this works, right? Then, what happened on this time up? Remember, every time it's taken a dip, it's made a new high. Higher lows have been the trend on the other side of the things, right? Now, we talked about the underside. Let's talk about the overside now. Right? Lower highs. And even if you don't count that one, lower highs. They never once made another high after that. So now the trend has changed on the bottom side and the top side. So now we know, okay, well, bears are definitely present. They might not send it down to the floor of the chart, but they're definitely here a lot more than they were when we got up to this high, right? They break structure. So that's why I'm grabbing a fib from this one to this one. Not this one to this one, not this one to this one, not this one to this. This, the high of the day, to that one. Because this is the first sign of trend changing. Does that make sense, everybody, before I move on? I don't want someone to be left behind. I want everyone to understand that. It does? Okay, good. So I'm going to continue. So that's why we're drawing that fib. So now you understand why we even have that on our screen. We're past that. I'm just highlighting the fib. That's all I'm doing. I don't care about the rest of this. I just want to focus on that, right? So now that we're looking at this, instead of questioning this and us just kind of going off of looks, because again, if I'm doing it like this, and there's nothing on my screen, I'm just looking at it, I'm going, oh, I think that's a lower high. Let me take some puts here, and I get lucky. That is just luck. You just got lucky because you just randomly looked and said, yeah, I think it's a lower high. Whereas the person on this chart, where am I? Just calculated where it is bullish and where it is bearish, right? Where is this bullish? If it gets back above this. Where is this bearish? As long as it remains under this. Why is that? Because the trend changed. We had a change in trend. Jeez, I'm trying to say the same word twice. So that's why we're looking at it like that. So where should you have been looking at for puts? At every single green candle, every single red candle we see after it makes a new high? No, you're literally just burning into the chart. Wait for trend to change. How long did it take for that to happen? We'll just say this general area. A little over 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 35 minutes on the dot. How long until what we could call the better trade setup? Almost 4 hours. 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's crazy. Is that going to happen every day? No. But why did it take that long? Because they had to have their move up. Where's my trend line? They had to build structure. They had to break structure, retest where they broke structure, and then break down. That took a lot of time, though. To do all of this, just to set up this move, it's a lot of time. Sometimes over the course of multiple days, too. But I wanted to review that because I saw a lot of you guys, at the end of the day, actually kill this chart, which was good. I saw a lot of you do good on that after the stream had ended. Very good patience. But I wanted to cover how you can actually calculate where that was bullish or where that was bearish at, and what triggers you drawing a fib like that, or what triggers you flipping. Until you see a trend change, you do not get to flip. And not every day is going to be as easy to see. That day I felt like was very clear because it was just straight up, then it was a slowdown, then it was a breakdown. Very clear. But not every day is going to be that clear. Alright, seriously though, this time it has been a little over 2.5 hours. So seriously, like, stand up, let your blood flow a little bit, go get some water if you need to, be hydrated. Don't just sit here and be dehydrated. I know you're just sitting here, but still. Stand up at least though, stretch, let your blood flow. Don't be a weirdo. Would you say the same thing is happening right now with this lower low? Yes, you do have a break of structure happening. Because you have your high going up, you have a clear high or low sitting kind of in between here, and they've broken it now. So you have a clear slowdown sign. This clearly says sellers have now reappeared on the chart. And a good candle to kind of start it. A couple good candles. Nice large red candles. But they're wicking it. So you gotta be very careful. You also can't ignore your other levels. Like if I get a structure break and then they hold support at 530 and then I go for a bearish retest at 530.31 and they pop over it, it's not really fair for me to say, yes, I'm still bearish on that. It's like, well, hold up. It's breaking above a level. So, it's a good thing to put on top of the chart. But yes, you do have a break of structure right now. So yes, you could say the same thing is kind of happening right now. You could even say it's almost happening in the same amount of time, too. I think this stays a little quicker than the other day, but I think another thing to talk about too regarding that is, like, a lot of you guys are probably going to go looking for these retests, but not every time are you going to get the retest. Sometimes this move does just continue lower. A lot of the time, that's why I like to switch to the 1 minute, and why sometimes you'll see even Leland on the 1 minute. It's a lot more clear. So, like, yes, you should set up your chart on other time frames and get it going. But it really is nice to go down to the smallest time frames, like the 1 to the 2 minute, and try to figure out what it's doing. Because you'll see clear lower highs all the way down here that you're not seeing on the 5 minute, because on the 5 minute, it's just a drop. Because it's a perfect calculated lower high trend on the 1 minute, not the 5 minute. So that's another thing too, is kind of knowing what time frames are telling you. Not a bad example though. But good question, Garden Trader. I would say it's pretty identical. See, don't you feel better? You got that blood going now. I don't even know why I started saying that. I just know I like to get up. I can't sit here and just let my whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. And guess who caught this? Not me. D-Touch and Deuce. D-Touch and Deuce. On fire on the trade floor. He just posts D-Touch and his play's up 73%. Good job, Deuce and D-Touch. The teamwork in the chat is crazy lately. I mean, you guys are calling out plays left and right lately. D-Touch goes back to Boeing. All right, Boeing, your turn. Good stuff. I've been watching this chart like a lazy for my smaller time frame trading too. Just because the daily's so clean right now. It's at its perfect gap fib right here. It dropped, hit the gap completely, back through the gap fib, working through it right now again. So this could be the move that sends it back to 190s. If it holds over, of course. Of course, Tesla always slow to join the party. The market slowed down. Tesla's like, all right, I'm going to go up now. It loves moving when the market's not, I swear. Not always the case, but a lot of the time it is. Good job though, D-Touch and Deuce. I'm so happy to see that for y'all. It's crazy how many plays Daffy and D-Touch alone will post in that chat, and there's so many other people that will post in there too. I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. Anything happen? Looks like we just dipped down a little bit more and buyer candle appearing. I think it's just because nothing. Oh, I was about to say, I think it's because nothing breaking support, and then I go to comms and it's breaking support. But nothing else was. I mean, you had discretionary recovering. Banks are still above good levels. Healthcare still fighting to hold on to previous day close. And you have tech charts still near its highs. Nice little drawdown, but nothing crazy. There you go again. There you go again. God, such a dude. D-Touch is on a roll lately. I don't even know if he's here anymore, but he has one of the coolest stories in my group, so I'm really happy to see him killing it. And leading others to it, too. Like, instead of just kind of sticking to himself like most of us do, D-Touch is here every morning, openly, like, yo, this is what I'm in, this is what I'm doing, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, I took a loss on that. Yeah, I'm up on this. You know, he's always doing that. And lately, a lot of his winners have been really, really nice. Like the Boeing play before, this recent Tesla play. I mean, these are really big winners. These aren't small gains. It's really nice to see D-Touch kill it. With reasoning, too. He's not just getting lucky. He's not just finding his moment. Like, no, he's just there. Just worked his ass off, and now he's here. He's going to still experience losses and wins, but by now, I think he'll definitely be experiencing a lot more wins than losses. Sizing, too. I think he'll be making sizable wins over non-sizable losses. I think that'll be good. Damn, my stomach is yelling at me. What's everyone here going to get for lunch today? Any lunch ideas? Chick-fil-A, maybe? Or make a sandwich? Drink water. Eat ice. An apple? Apple. God, what movie am I taking that from? That was the one that Harrison was just telling me about. Oh, Dennis the Menace. That little kid that he meets. Apple. Sorry, my brain's fried right now. Saying spy this, spy that will lead to you going crazy. This is why I try to teach y'all to do your own updates in your heads and kind of like just do mental checks. Like context, like getting context. Like y'all should be doing that without even saying it out loud. You should be doing that. And then moving on to today, just kind of noting things. Where are we from today's open? Where are we from here? Where are we from that? Okay, dude, my stomach will not shut up. Oh, Matty Clams, you're about to be pissed. Oh no, don't do my boy Matty like that. No. I just saw what you were posting. At least you stuck to what your stop out was. You're crazy. I love it. And then I see Daffy's updating AMD. AMD is like kind of on fire. Nvidia hit a new high and slowed down, so did SMCI. Both hit new highs just now. So did Tesla in the last candle. Damn. D-Touch killed that chart. Wait, why did I draw that? Oh, that's the previous day high supply. Okay, never mind. That's right. We like puts against this. Looks like they retook this level pretty well though. You can see the very next candle in the 5-minute 90% entry, and then this candle held it as a higher low. That's very strong. Inside bar, then a positive print above the inside bar. They're now even outside of the bigger candle there. Very strong recovery off of 221.40s by Coinbase. Tech holding a pretty good high. See if it continues on from here. If trend holds, it should. You'd still have healthcare holding above previous day close. Any break under that, be very careful of the market drawdown. But that wasn't really the end of us today either. Banks have definitely slowed down. This little pop off today's open just now. Discretionary. It's weird, but this is probably the best they've looked for a while this morning. For a couple hours at least. And comms are actually rejecting away from 82.62, which is that little bit of a higher low we were looking at from previous day. This is still above the previous day open, but pretty significant level breaking. Looks like for bears they need this to reject. For bulls they need to definitely hold on to 530.12. A break of 530.12 will definitely bring 530. A break of 530 will most likely bring 529.82. These are all like 15-cent moves too that I'm calling out. But these are the calculated moves in front of us. And then a break of that low, of course, can bring us the open from earlier. We shall see, though. They don't have to go anywhere at the same time. If they re-break 530.40s and then not make a new high, they'll probably not give you a good move till the end of the day. But this is actually some pretty nice trendy price action on the smaller time frames, at least. So pretty clear. Be nice to get some more movement. Less than $2 range on the day isn't really anything crazy. From the break of structure, this does look like it wants to try to pull away. Like I said, a better flush can happen under 530.12, I believe is the number we said. 530, of course, will be tested. Then you have the low of the fib that we're drawing from. If buyers show up above 530.12, it'd be a good sign for them to at least overtake 530.30s, because then they could work above at least one fib level and then work toward the other. But we'll see. Like I said, all very tiny price action I'm calling out right now. It's not like I'm calling out gigantic moves or anything. Looks like healthcare is back to flat. Just saw that flip yellow. It's so hard to look at on the time frame. And comms are definitely pulling away from 8260s. We'll see if they continue for new lows. If I liked the pacing of today, like if I liked if we had a larger range that we were moving, I would have been very tempted to have called out puts right under 530.28 right there. But I think I personally hesitated and just don't care to be in the trade. Not even really hesitation. I just don't care to be in this. It's because of the pacing of today. This exact setup is beautiful, but the amount of movement we had today really just isn't that exciting. Leading me to believe that once I do get into a position, me needing a nice move isn't going to happen as much as it could if we did have a nice range move. You know what I mean? I don't know. That was a really nice, tempting short play for anybody who is on the 1 minute. But honestly, this candle, that was tempting. That's a bearish hammer under a good fib. It's a good first test of that level. You get more of them popping up here. So mentally, I really like this trade, but I'm kind of just chilling the sideline because I'm not feeling this. And even if it does go down, I'm not even gonna feel bad about it. If anything, I'll feel validated about the game plan, but who cares? It just isn't an exciting range for me, so I'm just gonna wait till I see better better opportunities. But it's still cool to do these mental reps because I still feel like this keeps you in the game and also at the same time keeps you focused in the right way, if that makes sense. Because I feel like it's easy to look at this stuff and be like, yeah, I would have been bullish there. Yeah, I would have been bearish there. But would you actually have been, you know? It's easy to say afterwards, but in the moment, it is very hard to say that out loud. And you need to be able to say that out loud to yourself. You said you wanted to take that, but held yourself back. Seems so slow. Mel said, same thoughts for me too. Took one and lost, so that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, today's pacing isn't great. Like, yeah, this would have worked. We would have made money on this, on, like, a same-day scout. But at the same time, it's like, it's not really that exciting of an opportunity knowing what we have. Again, because we have the context of how today's been. We've been calling out the sectors all morning. It's now 3 hours into the market. So, I don't know. Still some cool ideas and some mental reps you can get out of a day like this, but I don't know. I feel like the best trades were probably in this early morning session. If we go back, I feel like there were some way better opportunities here. Leland called it out. I personally didn't take it either, but he said that he liked how we fell under the previous day low and then how we retook it. Again, if you guys have ever been in my past breakdowns, we've always talked about what are some of the strongest reversals. Does anybody know? Everybody knows it's called the 90% entry, but it's when something invalidates. Does that make sense? It's when someone is wrong, really, because then everyone's going to be like, oh my god, how was that not bearish? How did it not fall? And then it goes up, and that's the people who make the most money. That's what this entry is. Now, it's very hard to grasp because it's kind of backwards thinking with how we look at other things, but at the same time, it isn't. So it might be a little hard to grasp, but just retest it and review it more. But the 90% entry is essentially when a bearish invalidation happens. That is when the strongest bullish validation happens. That's when your bulls arrive to the party a lot more because they're at the most favorable part of the chart, but it's also the riskiest because what are we doing? Is that we're essentially trading a new low or a new high, right? So what do we see here? You see a break of previous day low. And remember, I didn't take this either. I am also reviewing. I am just like you. But we see a break of previous day low in the first 2 minutes. The first 2 minutes. What does the next candle do? The next candle opens entirely back over that level and then back over the previous candle and the first candle. So it just erased the first 2 minutes with one candle. This is I almost called it a bullish kicker. A single soldier candle. Sorry, Jesus, I am all over the place today. A single soldier candle where it opens higher and finishes higher. It's a very good sign. At a good percentage of where it fell from, too. Like, perfectly at the level. What did it do after that? And of course, we're on the 1 minute. But what did it do after this candle? It just kind of went up, right? So let's mark that. Where did it go up to? It kind of struggled where our level is, so we can, of course, keep that in there. And let's draw this and just kind of keep it as a visual aid. I'm not actually going to ever draw this level, but let's leave this as a dotted line so we know that it's not a level we would keep, but we want to visualize it. And let's also mark where does this get control at? It's kind of like this open. It's kind of like where this candle pushes up. Like, just mark some, like, good levels around the candle that did the work, right? This is the candle that did the work. So let's mark around that candle. That's a pretty damn important candle in my opinion, right? It's almost not even focused on today's open. It basically is just like, is this 50% of this candle? Is this where they held it? Like, just any part of this candle is what you need to be watching, essentially. Just because that's the candle that did the work, right? So let's just mark the high of that candle, the close of it, the low of it. Let's mark the 50% of it. Like, whatever you have to draw, that's the candle that is deciding who has direction within the first 3 minutes of the day. Isn't that crazy? So let's just remove that. I'm not actually saying draw that. You do need to have today's open. Please have that on your chart. Let's zoom on over now. So what happens after this? They slow down, they come back down, and they kind of hold where this candle took over. I would say, if you get your rectangle tool, I'd say between today's open and then this newly made low, I'd say this is an area where, if broken, bears would definitely take the fight more, right? This is also where, on the other side of things, where if held, we have to understand that bulls are probably trying to hold this. So if we get any kind of high or low or bullish candlestick, we have to probably go with the direction that this is trying to go up. I say probably because not every time is it going to go up. This could go up, smack this level, next thing we know it's failing the next time. Okay, cut your losses. You're wrong. But the probability tells us in this scenario that this is definitely trying to go up. What does it do later on? Hammer candle, another higher low. We have multiple testings over that old high. Multiple higher lows after that test, basically, of that big green, hey, I'm the one who did all the work candle. Right? And then what do we get? A change in sentiment. Finally, we get the bullish retest, and they just send it all the way up. That's where the excessive gains are coming from. And that's all within the first hour of the day. The high of this candle is at 9:36, so an hour and 1 minute has gone by. Isn't that crazy? And this is what Leland was trying to break down earlier about the 90% entry. We lost a really important level. We know this is bearish, right? We all know being under previous day low is bearish. But what happened the next candle? The most powerful bullish candle that could have appeared. I mean, unless besides a gap up, like that's the only other thing I could think of. But the fact it broke back above today's open, the fact it retook the level that we were kind of looking at for a potential break below is very nice. Because now you have a lot of people thinking, oh, it's going to go down. Oh, it's going to go down. And that's exactly why it didn't go down. Because the majority of the opinion is that, oh, it's below this, that it has to go down. But the next candle closed above. If you're a scalper on the 1 minute, you're not sitting on this trade still. If anything, you're probably pissed because from here to here, on a same week, same day scalp, you're losing a lot actually. That's a lot of lost momentum. It's a change in momentum. And it only gets worse over time because the first people who do it, that's just a minimal amount of money, right? Imagine if you're still trying to hold your short over here as more people are starting to see, oh, it's holding. Let me go into calls or let me cut my position. That's liquidating the chart to go up. Further damaging your position, the person who's still holding. But pretty cool concept. Of course, for entry, you want to look for some higher lows or a bullish candlestick. Of course, if you enter the very first candle, please understand that you are literally taking the first sign of, hey, there's a buyer here. So it's like taking an open range breakout. You're taking a very risky entry by taking that first candle. If you want to look for a better trade, look for control of that candle. Look for other information taking a different level after this candle. Use this as a sign of, hey, buyers are here. What else can I get to get me into a trade? Whatever appears. Sometimes you get a pullback, sometimes you get a break of the next level, sometimes you get just a couple higher lows that appear because maybe you were hesitant on a couple of the entry that could have been an entry. Maybe you were like, whatever, and then it still was holding and you're like, whatever, I'll get in now. You know, if you like seeing multiple higher lows, that's fine. Just understand you're not going to see every single type of entry every single time you see that. Sometimes this is just going to shoot straight up. Sometimes it's going to go up to the next level, fail, it's going to fall back below previous day low. Not every time is it going to be the same. So just remember that as you look at the 90% entry. And the reason it's called the 90% entry is because of the invalidation. By the way, holy crap, look at this. So clean. So fresh and so clean. See, like, I like this one because it actually gave you a candle. I don't know what would have got me in on that one. If I would have saw that wick, I would have been like, I don't know. The second rejection is a good confident entry. Maybe that would have got us in there. But I personally would be like, Look at that dump, though. Good reaction of the levels that we have set. Oh, my bad, Ryan. I wasn't even looking in chat. Oh, I guess I was kind of answering you as I was going. Bet. Good timing. I didn't want to take my eyes off the screen because I knew I would unfocus and be like, wait, what was I talking about? But not every time is it going to be the same. That's for sure. I also recommend, and I don't know why more people don't do this, but if you go to the search bar in chat, I bet I could find some right here. There's people who talk about it. Creator trades. Guardian trader. Back test. What time at that day was she talking about this? What is Valdora talking about? Find that. What is he? He's looking for a break above, then a break back below. And then eventually, I think I'm gonna make this channel open for everybody. But this is a channel I've had set for a while. That is just between a couple people in chat that were kind of working on this concept, because this is a different kind of entry that wasn't originally with the strategy. It's just something we kind of stumbled upon the more you look at the levels.
But I thought it was interesting. So maybe I'll make that available later on. But that is essentially it. I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to cut up some different parts of stream from Friday and probably today. And I'll try to have those in different videos for anybody who is asking. Because I had a couple people ask me questions for some of the clips. But thank you guys again for being here. We had a little over a 3-hour stream. Nothing crazy really compared to our full day Fridays. But I'll see you again tomorrow. Wednesday stream should be pretty normal. Today and yesterday we really didn't have news. It was really just focused on Fed speakers. Tomorrow though, the pace starts to change. Real quick, I will read it out to you if I can find it. So the 22nd, we will have home sales. I don't really care about that. Oil inventories, that should have some movement. The 20-year auction. But the most important thing that's going to happen Wednesday is FOMC meeting minutes. Now, this isn't a live stream. This isn't anything you and me get to see live. It's just information that gets released, and they try to pick up on the tone of, are the Fed more bearish or bullish, essentially. That's just the super most vague way I can put that. The next day, Thursday, you will have jobless claims, PMI, which is the better CPI. No, that's PCE. We have PCE Friday, right? Wait, hold on. No, we don't have PCE Friday. Alright, never mind. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Jobless claims, PMI, home sales. So, just some normal news coming out Thursday. But Wednesday, I would say that's the biggest hot day. I would say Wednesday for sure. And then Friday, it says we have the sentiment coming out from the Michigan thing. So, that's not going to be that crazy. I don't think last time we got any movement from it. I really don't care about these, if they give us movement or not. I just know that news does give us movement or gives us the potential for movement. So don't really look into like, oh, is this bullish or bearish, or what is this telling us? If you care about that stuff, you can go to the Financial Juice stuff and click on the summary of all the news and actually read up on super vague breakdowns too of what it all means. But if you're just looking at this from how we're looking at it, we're just looking for when is the news happening, so I can try to keep myself out of a trade when it comes out, so I don't put myself in a random variable. It would kind of suck to be in a trade where you're at a clear support and you're like, oh, buyers are definitely here, and the news comes out and you're dumping all of a sudden. Guess what? That sucks. That's your mistake. You shouldn't have been in a trade during news. So it's just good to be aware of when news is here. But guys, I'll see you later on. Thank you guys for being here again. I will see you in tomorrow's stream. And don't go crazy today.